Have you ever been a part of a community where the people made you so angry you wanted to leave? I know I have. In this video, I will give you 3 things to look out for that will tell you whether or not it's time to leave your community. Coming up. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Lon Jordan, and I'm a speaker and author of Sketched by Design. And I give tips to help people discover their unique design so they can be successful in the 21st century marketplace. So how do you know when it's time to leave your community? Well, first, you must identify whether or not it's a toxic community. Being able to identify whether or not you are a part of a toxic community is crucial to your mental and physical health. So how do you know if you are in a toxic environment? Well, first, if your community encourages bad character. If you're the type of person who values commitment and you're in an environment full of lazy people who don't follow through, this will eventually erode your character because their habits will eventually rub off on you. Or if you're in a community that is disloyal to their friends, significant others, or spouses, they will more than likely be disloyal to you and not committed to your success. A culture of bad character can make your life a living hell. The second indicator that your community is toxic is if they discourage uniqueness. If you're the type of person who thinks outside the box and approaches life and views life differently, and people around you constantly criticize you and ostracize you from the group, you are in a toxic environment. And if you're a person who looks different from everyone else in the group and they treat you with disrespect because of it, you're in a toxic culture. Being able to identify what you value in a community and being able to identify if you are in a toxic community is one of the keys to knowing if it's time to leave. What tip do you have for someone who isn't sure if it's time to leave their community? Let me know in the comment section below. Secondly, you must know if you've given your situation enough time. The truth is, it takes time to gain respect from the people around you, and it takes time to build solid relationships. And many times we enter a community and have unrealistic expectations. We think that because we are gifted, that people will automatically accept us, only to find out that people don't even acknowledge that we're there. We think that because we were liked and respected in a previous community, that it will be easier in a new community, only to find out that many people don't like us. We think that because we haven't done anything vindictive to anyone, that people will treat us with respect, only to find out that there are people willing to go out of their way to give us a hard time. The reality is, many times we don't take the time to build solid relationships, and because of this, we experience pushback. And our natural tendency is to want to get upset and want to leave instead of asking ourselves if we had unrealistic expectations from the start. There are some situations where we are in the wrong community and need to leave. Other times we just need to be patient and organically build solid relationships with the people in the group. Consistency builds credibility. Inconsistency creates a lack of respect. Thirdly, you must know if you're appreciated. The truth is, some people will never accept you. And no matter how many solid relationships you try to build, and no matter how much you contribute to your community, some people will refuse to acknowledge it. This is why it is so important to know your value. Now, when I say the word value, I'm talking about acknowledging and accepting the unique gifts you have, the unique personality you have, and the intelligence you possess. And saying to yourself, if no one accepts the value that I have to offer, I'm still going to believe in the substance that is inside of me, and I'm not going to let anyone convince me otherwise. Finding the right community is not easy, and finding a community that aligns with your core values can be difficult. But if you are willing to go through the process, you will, and I will say it again, you will find a community who will embrace who you are. Question of the day: what challenges have you had finding a community that is the right fit for you? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're enjoying this video and would like to learn more about how to find a community that is the right fit for you, make sure to watch my video up here. And I'd also greatly appreciate it if you would share this video with a friend. See you in the next video.